Here we go again. I'm on a roll. I forget. I think this might be before video tonight. I had to hurry because the battery's nearly dead, like myself. Okay, I'm in that hostel in March '90. Eventually, I was sick of the place and the staff and everybody, and it's some of the paper. Obviously, you don't get on well with the other lads. Most of you have different. Everyone has different opinions. Every teenager thinks they're right, and every other teenager thinks they're right as well. Eventually, there was this guy there. He was a bit younger than me. I didn't like him. He was cheeky to me, rude, arrogant, and giving me orders. So one night I lost it. I said, "Look, I'm not putting up." He started shouting and giving it. So I hit him with a punch. Now, I hit him alright, but well, he certainly didn't have the same big black eye that I got anyway. I actually remember I actually cut me. You're going to say he had glasses. Actually, strange enough, it's kind of nearly gone. There's actually a scar that lasted there for ages. It's bizarre because look, I don't know how I just hit him. I know you're going to say I never hit him with my glasses. Plus, I must have hit the side of the frame or what do you call it, the part that goes onto the ear from the frame. That part, and some reason you can't see it. I can actually see the scar. It's still there today. Like, I don't know how it got there. How it's never. You don't want a scar in your hand, and it was still there. So managed ran off again. Your man shit, one of the men walking there, called me name, whatever, ran off. So I was homeless again. This time you're going to say, yeah, it's your fault yet again. You're probably right. Got into the mess. Homeless yet again. Walking around all night trying to keep warm. No, it's no such thing as sleep room. Not for me anyway. I don't know about other people. I don't know how they can do it. Eventually, sorry about that. What happened next? I remember I met a man. He had a moustache, kind of turning greyish and thick greyish hair. He's probably must be in his 60s, maybe mid 60s, let's say. I got talking to him, was homeless. I said, "Is there any chance I could stay, the night, at your place?" This is nothing like I only wanted to get some rest. I was strange, I couldn't sleep anyway. Somewhere just to lie down and get a bit of shelter from the cold. A bit of innocence, but also stupidity at the same time. So I went there, and his brother had a kind of a gamut. He was lying on a kind of a mattress or bed. He was sitting in a chair close to me. So was I. He had a blanket, and I saw that I sure I couldn't sleep anyway. During the night, several times he tried to touch me intimately in my private parts. I kept saying, "What are you doing?" I kept moving his hand away, and then I said to him once, "What are you doing?" He said, "Be quiet, shh. My brother's listening." And that morning, I must have left 7 o'clock in the morning, 7:30. I left. I don't even remember what part of Dublin it was in. I couldn't remember. I couldn't tell you. I just don't remember. Now, this is 26 years ago, so if this guy is still alive, he's probably nearly 90 years of age. He's probably passed away. But some of it was my own fault. I should have known, because I've heard these sort of things that happened before with people. People, abused sexually or whatever. But luckily for me, it didn't happen. I didn't stay there for any longer anyway, so I was okay. But it was just, those things do really happen. So I remember going into a place. This is going to be funny because it's laugh. I went in to get breakfast, okay, and I couldn't pay for it. So I said I'd get breakfast. What happened was I got one of the cheapest breakfasts you could get. I think it was 99p. And there was other ones like for some 5 or 10 quid. They were big ones. So if you're going to do something to pay for, make sure you do it for a substantial sum instead of getting the cheapest one. And looked around, walked out. And okay, I shouldn't have done it. They didn't lose any more than 99p retail value. So they certainly wouldn't have gone broke, and they must have thought I was a bit of an idiot, which I was, and I didn't pay for my breakfast. That's like a big crime for me. And I still couldn't sleep a wink. This is into March. Let's see how long we've gone without sleep. 6, 7, over 8 months without a wink of sleep. Then you're saying, this is not possible. I'm telling you, my God, so I haven't slept a wink. So eventually I was sitting on a bench in the middle of the capital of my city, O'Connell Street. It was different than it is now. I got talking to this young lad. He was about 12 or so, and I said to him, I said, he said, "I'm homeless too." I said, "I can get you a place for the night." This was a hostel. I was going to try and get into the place. I'm not going to mention the name. It's in Dublin. It's for homeless people. I said, "I'm going to try and find a place for you." And And this was genuine. I'm not a pervert. I have no interest in anything of sexual. Okay, you're going to say, well, you do because your problem is a sexual problem. The reason why my illness started was because my conscience was at me at the age of 12, 13 and 14 due to fornication. I don't like anything of a sexual nature by myself or to other people. I don't, if other people amongst themselves, if they're adults or whatever, that's up to them. I just kind of ignore that or whatever, or turn a blind eye to it. But I would never do anything to a child, or I don't like getting involved. I have no interest whatsoever in that. That's nothing. It's morally wrong, and I have absolutely no interest in that. But I said I'll go and give this guy a place, and I'm hoping to get myself a place as well. So what happened was somehow must have been got lost or something. I don't know. But I got talking to these two lads. They must have been in their late teens, early 20s. I began to notice they must have had a lot of alcohol on them. They were getting more and more aggressive. They were starting to accuse me of taking advantage of them, which was ridiculous. I said, you've got it all wrong. I said, I'm trying to get myself a place, and I said, I'm trying to get this lad, I can't remember his name, what it was, and myself a place in a hostel, because both of us are homeless. And then suddenly, he got more. One of them, I don't know where he got the rock from. He picked it up. I got down on my knees. I said, look, don't kill me. Look, you've got it all wrong here. Don't do it. He was going to, eventually he stopped doing it. I was only 16, so I still wanted to live at the time, because you're only 16 years of age. So eventually he said, oh, we know a shortcut to get to that place. Okay, we got there eventually. Of course, the 12-year-old boy was taken in. I wasn't taken in because I actually must have given me real name, and they knew straight who it was. They knew I'd ran away from the other hostel. I got thrown out or kicked out, whatever, for being aggressive to another. What do you call them? There, what's the name for them? Another resident occupant or whatever. Mentioned my name. They took him in. The two lads, one of them went to kill me. They got sandwiches. I just had to walk away. So not only did I get falsely accused of something very serious, I nearly got killed. The lad that was trying to help that I nearly got killed got a place to stay in a hostel that night. The lads who went to kill me got sandwiches, and I was still homeless. You couldn't make it up. Welcome to my world as you begin now. Okay, I might just do one more and then call it good night, God bless and bye.